How do you think this map fares so far? Does it seem fairly balanced in your playtest as far as like attacking and defending side?
Very good question. From what we've seen, it is ever so slightly defender-sided element. So you see the rocks in the distance that you mentioned, and then also this tree. Oh, a little play in mid here. And we're seeing a little bit of vents as well. So this leads you right into A heaven.
Okay, so breakable door, breakable vent to just be able to cut across and get yourself over to that A site from
Exactly. Yeah, so mid control is incredibly important on this map. Gives you a lot of leverage.
And you saw the Jet held their spacebar to drift towards that rope. Is that necessary on that jump, or
no,
can you just make that?
You can make it as long as you press F.
Okay, got it.
If you don't, it's GG. Wow, clean.
Very clean. And we're not getting
Ooh, the satchel.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see why that that mobility is so very important. But this is a great shutdown here from the side of Team China.
So fun fact, this B main ramp that you saw, the smoke, it does not completely cover up the ramp. And here he goes with the TP on the bridge into the smoke.
Okay.
This is exactly what we wanted to see.
Oh, the timing on the Dizzy looking great.
Fantastic execute.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
Defenders can make that jump without the use of abilities.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
So really cool pointing out here too. They planted right on that bridge. Super popular plant site. Something we didn't get to talk about too. We really intentionally didn't want the death drops to be super frustrating. So the majority of the map actually has ankle-high borders, so that you can't just like back into like an edge and then fall off by accident.
Okay.
There were a couple of choice spots where we don't have those ankle borders. That bridge being one of them. Again, high risk. Really worth planting the spike there if you can get away with it, and trying to defuse it is really risky.
Especially if you have a breach, right? And
Oh,
the ultimate.
A breach or like a race satchel.
Fights, if you like 5-man hit it, typically you'll only have one defender there to keep it safe, and you get a lot of map control by doing that, so you're getting right into their spawns. And we're adding this extra dimension of gameplay, this extra consideration they have to make with every execute, every play. Here he goes!
Yes!
We did it!
We got it! We got the shot!
We got it!
Slicky in shambles! What a wingman driving!
And honestly, this catch them off guard.
Wow.
Well, next one not getting caught by the Thrash, but does get a nice headshot there from Gen.G, so let's see if they're going to be able to get this. 2v2 for the retake.
Oh, they got the wingman.
Yeah, he's on it. Oh, cleared off.
Oh.
Bold swing. Seems like International going to be getting themselves.
Like
7.
I mentioned, this.
Yeah, I was gonna say we won't press you to point out anything here. I'm sure that people, as soon as they get their hands on this, are gonna be scouring
Artifacts away from the world, and then our agents they broke in, so it's not a secret anymore.
It was really heavily influenced by like Los Angeles.
Wow.
This one, we got to do a lot of stuff on our own.
For you, I'm super curious about like, how do you guys think about the layout?
Here it is.
Oh, you think about you gotta build a new map. How do you start with like the layout? How do you think about like some of the things you're looking to put into the map in terms of like, in this case we have like a really long mid, some of the vent, those kind of things. Like how do those?
But again, lots of playtesting, lots of making sure that it still hits those key beats for like the design principles for map, and again, super excited to see how players react.
And to clarify, the crash pads would actually help you not take any fall damage. So we had like these jump pads, you could go super, super high, and if you fell down, you'd take no damage at all. But in the end, we wanted this to align a bit more with our core maps instead, and then and then hopefully not be too punishing. Yes.
One of the things that I like that we have seen more times than I expected is
way more.
Is kind of just like, where you hit the where you actually hit the depth when you're falling off the side of the map, what that limit is. So it seems like you have a decent amount of time to try to react. Like if you're playing Jet, something like that, you actually slip off the side of the map to be able to get that updraft off. It's not like you just are instantly dead.
It's about 3 to 4 seconds, right? We don't want to make it. We don't want to belabor the point. Like once you fall off, if you don't have any movement utility, you'll die within 3 to 4 seconds.
Right. Well,
1v1 here.
He
They didn't take damage from their own shock dart at least, but
Mercy of time.
It's 2 rounds away here for Team International.
Harbor a lot because his wave actually covers that B main choke, which
yeah.
the smoke does not cover.
Shut down. China trying to fight this one back.
And fun fact, that bridge.
Of the neon action on the show match.
Well, Speaking of the Neon, it's like China, they're going to bring this back. Just maybe one round
This off
separating.
angle is so powerful.
Oh, noted, but now way is cleared. Another run it back to try to open up the site even more. It's flashed up. This is looking like this is going to end up going Team China's way. Money-wise, not looking great here for International.
Oh.
Neon on the other team, like having their strips in like key locations can, no pun intended, really trip her up.
Oh yeah, of course, if it's near a jump and you're trying to get over there. Yeah.
And like I mentioned, getting that early information in mid, we've actually been seeing a lot of people dropping that Cypher cam to try and see what's going on in there.
Makes sense.
Are there Cypher?
Real close here.
Off to acid another time, but Team China in front of the home crowd, able to pick up the victory here over Team International. But what an incredibly fascinating map. I think we got to see a decent little bit of